So it has been some time since I've had a vehicle like this on our lot. For those of you who maybe know the trims, and you will instantly recognize what this is by that Vader chrome front grille and those nicer large 24-inch rims, this is the Yukon Denali Ultimate. That is how you get that nice Vader chrome front grille, as well as when we jump inside, that unique interior. But that is not what makes this unique to the lot. What makes this unique to the lot is the fact that this is a pre-owned that is sitting right around that 30,000 miles. It seems as of recent years, you know, most people that are buying this are traveling around for sports or different events like that, and they tend to rack up a lot of miles because these are known for plenty of cargo space, plenty of towing, and they're extremely quiet and smooth ride. This one has 30,000 miles, so you can get a slightly used Yukon Denali Ultimate with Super Cruise and all of the comforts and conveniences for a fraction of that new price. So we'll give the tour of this one here, and I will say it is definitely the ultimate experience in the GMC lineup, as the only thing more equipped than this would be jumping up to the Cadillac lineup. And you will notice that with that nice Alpine Umber interior, which basically is a Cadillac interior pulled into a GMC. When we look at the front seats, you will even see that that has the speakers in the headrest very similar to Escalade's AKG system. So Bose Performance system, which if you're not familiar with what Bose Performance, what makes it that extra little detail, instead of it just being the speaker technology, in order to get that performance aspect, they are going to be an aluminum grille cover, because the material for the grille cover actually is taken into account and tuned with those speakers to make it sound even better. On top of it, you do get some extra tweeters for the back to really help with that second and third row sound. So you don't have that drastically different volume between your front passengers, and it always seems like the second row or third row gets a little bit less of a focus when it comes to the music. You do also get those nice built-in rear entertainment screens with plenty of HDMI ports down on the back. So if the second row can't agree on what they want to watch, they certainly can choose something for themselves individually. Nice panoramic sunroof. Second row does slide forward and backwards, so if you need more legroom for the third or the second row, that will work. And much like all the other ones, it will fold flat, so if you did need to lay all the seats down and have all that nice extra cargo space, you do have that ability as well. And to make it a little bit easier to get inside, hit that button inside, and you have that nice easy access to that third row. You will also notice, and I kind of glossed over it, but you do have that nice open pore wood, so you can actually feel this and feel that the grain of the wood. It isn't just a plastic veneer that looks like wood. On top of it, you know, that, like I said, that Cadillac level leather with that cross stitching there really helps set that apart. Power boards, and it does have surround view cameras, so definitely nice to have. Once again, more open pore wood, Bose Performance speakers. You do have your power folding mirrors, memory seats, all the things you've come to expect from a luxury SUV. This one even has the nicer massaging seats. So that button right there would turn it on and off, and you control what type of massage or your lumbar control by this switch right here. Being an air ride system, much like our Escalades, you can adjust the height of the vehicle. So if you need a little bit more clearance, say busting through snow here in North Dakota, or if you want it to drop lower to make it easier for loading and unloading, you have all of that right there at a push of a button. It has the power to tow, and like I said, that's kind of where the Yukon tends to be for those large families moving a lot of stuff and still needing that towing capability. Jump up to that. Quick push of a button to bring up that surround view cameras, as well as plenty other things right at your fingertips, including it will parallel park for you, which is definitely nice for a vehicle of this size. Heads up display, those all have been things that have been running in GM's family for years. However, if I turn the steering wheel to the right side up location, you will notice that nice glossy LED light strip at the top of it. For those of you who are not aware, that is Super Cruise, which is In 2024, this was one of the first things to get Super Cruise from that Cadillac lineup. And this is where GM's hands-free assisted driving. So jumping on the interstate, you can hit the button. It'll take you from here all the way to Minneapolis without you touching the steering wheel if you don't want to. Once again, more of that Bose performance speakers with that metallic grill on front of it. Denali Ultimate, kind of a nice touch. It is the GPS coordinates for the highest point in North America, being that Denali focused of that highest, that pinnacle of North America. And even this little texture to it is a call out to that, is that is a topographic map of Denali National Park. Jumping inside, you have your rear camera mirror. You can raise and lower that third row from up front, control the sunroof. You have all that nice ultrasonic sensors, so even if a window is down but the doors are locked and somebody tries breaking a window, you have that extra security there. And troll haul mode, you have all the different trailering apps. It is a Google built-in system, so you can of course download and add more apps as you need, as well as still have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto if you prefer to use your phone. More laser etching in the wood with yet another call out to that GPS coordinate. And then a nice little feature here. So for if those second row passengers maybe don't have as long of an arm's reach, or say you want have a purse, a backpack, or something like that, it is a power sliding console, so you can slide that back to that third row, and the top part will slide forward. So if you have it in the full back layout, you can still have an armrest. Wireless charging, as well as plenty of other luxuries that I would love to show off for you, but I don't want to make this video too long. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am located at Schwan Buick GMC. My name is Marshall, and I'd love to help you drive a new rig for the family.